Hello everyone, welcome back to Toaster Code, where we write clean code, roast bad code, and TypeScript is our favorite weapon. So today we are tackling something that runs everywhere in your code base, that is functions. So in JavaScript, functions are like your ex texting you at 2 a.m. They will take anything you give them, okay, no questions asked. Like in JavaScript, you can simply write a function something like, sorry, like if I will do over here. Toaster, you can pass a string, it's fine. You can pass a number, it's fine. You can pass a boolean, it's again fine. You can pass null, and it's again fine. Okay, this is how you write a function, like in JavaScript basically. But in TypeScript, we set boundaries. We define exactly what a function expects and exactly what it will give back. No surprise, no heartbreaks. If you are confused, let me write a full function for you, like a function greet. Okay, I'll do that. What's the issue? Yeah, okay, that's fine. And I will pass over here hello 42, uh, true, and null. Okay, since I'm writing this in the TypeScript file, that's why I'm getting this error. Okay, uh, I can write return hey there. Okay, I'll add. So basically this is how you write a function in JavaScript. Okay, you can pass anything in JavaScript parameter, and it's totally fine. Okay, but since I'm writing this in TypeScript, that's why this is showing an error, so just ignore this. Okay, but in TypeScript we set boundaries. We define exactly what a function expects and exactly what it will give back. No surprises and no heartbreaks. Okay, and by the end of this episode you will be able to type functions so well, even your callbacks will like have their life together. So first thing, parameters in TypeScript can and should. Okay, parameters in TypeScript can and should have types. This makes sure that what you pass in is exactly what the function expects. Something like let's remove this one. Okay, and let's start a new, write a new function, something like function add. Okay, and here, like if I have to pass two numbers, okay, which will return a plus b. Fine. Now see here, why we are not getting any errors, because we have not told that what is in a and what is in b. So currently this both a and b is of type any, so this is fine for TypeScript. But as I said, that parameters in TypeScript can and should have types. So let's add the type over here. Like this is how you write add the types of a variable in parameters, function parameters. Here I will do number. Okay, and for b as well I will do over here number. See, this is how you write a function in TypeScript. Like if I will do console.log, let's run it and see. Console.log, I will do add, and I will pass maybe 5 and 10. Let's run this. tsc functions.ps. Yeah, it's transpiled. Let's run this. Node functions.js. Here we got 15. See, we have this function over here. And if you will observe one thing over here, that currently the function can return anything. Okay, I mean, if I will add over here something like return hello, it's also fine. But this is against TypeScript rule. Okay, so here you can also add that how, like or before that, let's just see one thing, that uh, if you will try to add anything other than string, anything other than number, it will give an error. Like I added over here string, argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type number. You cannot write anything other than the number over here. That's why we have explicitly told it that okay, it should be a number, and if you will pass just one parameter over here, then too it will throw you an error. Expected two arguments, because here we are passing two parameters, so you have to pass two arguments. So here a and b are explicitly typed as number. Okay, TypeScript will not allow you to pass anything else other than number, and this prevents runtime error. Like if you will pass over here something like string 5 and number 10, okay, so it will give you the result as 510. Like if we have a JavaScript file over here, we can play over here. If I will try to do this and 10, you will get an output as 510. See, this is what happens in JavaScript. So TypeScript is like, this is maths, not Tinder. Okay, so stop mixing number with strings. So just like parameters, your return value can also be typed. Like currently you can return anything. Like if I'll do over here hello, and this is fine, this function will return hello. Doesn't matter what you are passing or what not. I mean, you have to pass numbers only, but it will return anything, a number, a boolean, or anything. So how you can prevent that? If I want only that this function should always return number, then I can go over here and then I can explicitly tell it that it should return a type number. See, we got an error as soon as I added over the this return type number over here. See over here, type string is not assignable to type number. So I have can do this a plus b, and now it's fine. Now it should only return number. Here this part, this colon number, uh, after the parameter means that this function returns a number. If you try to return anything else, TypeScript will complain. Like if I can say that hey, no, I need a string, so now it will give an error that you are returning type number is not assignable to type string. So if I will do this, it's fine now, because now I'm returning a string. So defining a return type is like telling your food delivery app that you want pizza. You won't end up with sushi unless something is very very wrong. So basically this is how you write a function in TypeScript. But there are many things, this is not the only thing. Like what if you don't want a function to return anything, which returns a string? Okay, now I'm just adding comment for you, because I will push this code, which I have already pushed all the four files. The fifth episode file I will push it as when I will publish this video. Okay, then I will push the episode 5 file with you. You can check the GitHub link in the description, you will find it there. You can download it, you can play along with it. Okay, or you can also follow along with me in this video. Function doesn't return anything. Okay, like you don't want a function to return anything. In that case, what will you are going to do? In that case, instead of the string, we will use void. Like let's see, function log message maybe, and I need a message of type string, and here I will add void. Now I cannot add a return. Like if I'll show you, let me just add console.log message. Okay, this is fine, no error as of now. If I will do over here return, and I can do maybe hello. See over here, that type string is not assignable to type void. Void means the function is executed for side effects only, no return value. If you try to return something, TypeScript will flag it. A void function is like a rant from your ex. Lots of output, no real values. All right. So you cannot add a return inside this void. So whenever you want a function which should not return anything ever, then just add the void as the return type. Now there are few things that is implicit and explicit typing. Although you already know this if you are following this TypeScript masterclass series, that what is implicit and explicit typing. That TypeScript is already smart. It can often figure out the return type by itself. This is implicit typing. Okay, like let me show you an example. uh, Implicit and explicit typing. Okay, I'll do function subtracts maybe, and I will do a number, b number, and here I will do return a minus b. So this is inferred as number over here. I have not added that it should return a number. So this is implicit typing. Okay, but you should always use explicit typing. Always means always use the implicit typing. Always add over here that it will return a number. Now why you should always use implicit typing? Let me add this so that you don't forget it. Always use explicit type. Got it? Always use explicit type because it's better readability in complex functions, because you are not going to write this 8 or 10 lines of code in a industry. Got it? There will be thousands line of code and there will be like 10, 20, 50 files. In that case, no one is going to like read the function that what it is exactly doing. No one is going to figure out the logic. So these things matters a lot. Okay, so it's better readability in complex functions. It helps during refactoring the code. Whenever you want to refactor it, you already know that okay, this function is taking number and returning number, and it acts as an extra safety net. Okay, no one can mess this up ever, because this function cannot return anything other than number. So it's a full flow function. I mean, it can return if there are like very wrong thing happened in this function. I mean, there are few cases. Okay, but hope you are not going to see them. Okay, that's very rare. Even I have seen just once or twice maybe in my like 5 6 years of career. So basically, implicit typing is like your crush hinting like they like you. Let me reframe this again. Like implicit typing is like your crush hinting that they like you. Most of the time you will get it, but sometimes better to just confirm. Okay, otherwise you will see just want you as a friend, but you are already on your knees to proposing her with a ring. Okay. Oh, sorry, it was bad joke. I know. So, all right, now that our functions know exactly what they want and what they will return, it's time to loosen up a bit. Like, because in the real world, sometimes you can skip an argument, okay? Just like skipping your gym day, and TypeScript will not cry if you'll tell it upfront. So, here we are going to see optional parameters. Like, optional parameter will let you call a function without always passing all the arguments. Like, currently, you can't do this, okay? If if I want to call this function subtract, I cannot just pass one. No, I have to pass both. See, it is giving me an error. Let me just for better readability, yeah, expects two arguments but got one. You cannot run this function without passing both. Got it? You have to pass both over here, then only it will work. So let's see optional parameter. Okay, uh, let's take an example of, let's write a new function greet maybe. We'll go with the greet, and we'll take name will be of string. Okay, we'll take age, and let's make age optional. How you will make optional? We have seen this in our previous classes. You just add a question mark over here. Now this is an optional. Here I will do number. Okay, and here I will let's make it of type void. Maybe I don't need it to return anything. I will maybe do console log. and here I will do if age. Okay, if age is present, then I will do console.log uh, hello. Let's print the name uh, you are each years old. Fine. If there is age, if there is no age, then I will simply do let's add else console.log hello uh, name. Fine, this is fine. Let's run this function. Greet, I will do name. I'll pass, let's pass toaster code. See, we just passed one and we are not getting any error because age is optional. If I will pass it, it's fine. Maybe let's pass 25. I'm 25, come on, not 26. So even you add the age, you don't add age, doesn't matter much. Okay, like if I will run this function, let me run this. We transpiled the code. Let's run the JavaScript part. Why it's a plus b? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Let's okay, that's fine. We have already seen that output of that. Okay, and here we see we pass the age, so we are getting hello toaster code, you are 25 years old. Let's not pass the age. Okay, so let me again transpile the code, or I should have just changed in the JavaScript. Okay, here we see hello toaster code, no age. It's fine if you'll pass it, fine. If you'll not, that's also fine. Let me just add maybe this one for you to understand that. Okay, this both is fine, they both are correct. Fine. So here age is a number, means age can be omitted, doesn't matter. And inside the function you should check before using it. You should always check the optional properties. If you will not, there might be an error, because let's say if I have just printed the age and I am not passing the age, then it will give me an error. Got it? So you should always check inside the function for the optional properties whether it is present or not. Optional parameters are like your LinkedIn About Me section. You can leave it empty, but if you fill it, at least make it interesting. Okay, we should put it over here. So we just saw optional properties, optional parameter. Now there are a thing called default parameter. Default parameter. Now what is default parameter? It basically gives you your argument a backup value if they are not provided. Kind of like having an emergency chocolate stash in your fridge. Okay, let's see an example. Let's understand this with an example. Like I will do function countdown. Countdown, fine. I will do a start. I will do number. Okay, and I will here add a default value. Let's say let's do 5 maybe. Okay, uh, let's do it void. I don't want it to return anything. Just and if I will do while start is greater than 0, what should we do? Console log this. uh, Console.log start. Fine. And then let's do start minus minus, otherwise it will be a infinite loop. And here after this, let's print done. Fine, this is a basic function. Okay, now let's try to pass countdown. We'll call the countdown function. Here I will pass maybe 3. All right, let's run this. Here we got 3 2 1 done. Even if I will not pass anything over here, it's still fine. No error you can see, because here we have defined if you will not pass anything, it will always take 5. Let me show you. Sorry, here we go. 5 4 3 2 1 done. Because we have not passed any value, so it will take 5 by default. I will maybe pass it, and let me just comment down this one. Okay, they both are correct. Default parameters basically removes the need to check for undefined, because if I will not if I will not add a default value, and if I will run this, it will give me an undefined, because I'm working on start without checking whether the value is present or not. And this is what happens if you forget to add any value to a variable and you are using it, it will give you undefined. Okay, hope you know the difference between undefined, not defined, null. Okay, if you don't know the difference, check out my JavaScript playlist. So here you can mix required and default parameters. Okay, like this is the optional parameter, this is default parameter, you can mix match it. Okay, and you can use it. It's like telling your date that, hey, if you don't pick the movie, we are watching Shrek 2 again. And honestly, it's always Shrek 2. But we saw this type of function in JavaScript. There are multiple ways to write a function. Like there is an arrow function. So how you will write an arrow function? So let's see how we will write an arrow function with this same like TypeScript way. Okay, let's see it. Uh, I'll do const multiply maybe. Fine, and here I will add parameters like this. A will be number, B will be number, and you can pass any number of parameters. There is no limit. Okay, it's just to show you I'm just writing two. All right, but I can go any number, A, B, C, like till anything. And you can add over here that what you need in return. I need a number in return, and now we will add the arrow. If I'll do over here return, yeah, and let's do return A into B into C. This is how you write an arrow function. Like I can call this function, I'll pass 5 5 5, and this is fine. Maybe let's add console log, and I will do this. Okay, and let's run this and check. We should get 125. Yep, my maths is not that bad. Yeah, it's 125. So this is how you write a arrow function. If you have to write a single expression function, hope you know what is single expression, arrow function, and all. If you don't know this, check out my JavaScript playlist. Single expression. Okay, how you write this? Let me show you. Like you will do it, just a shortcut version of the same this above one. Okay, const multiply, and here I will do a number, b number. Let me add c as well for you. C number of type number, and here I will do a into b into c. Yep, that's it. They both are the same function. Oh, okay. Multiply again. This is just a shortcut version. We call it single expression function. Whenever you have to write a function that is like returning something just in one line, you can write something like this, and this is totally fine. Okay, and it works the same way. So it's great for inline function and callbacks. It retains this from the outer scope important in classes, and can be explicitly typed or inferred. Okay, so arrow functions are like texting instead of calling, shorter, faster, and you avoid awkward this conversation. Now let's add mixing. Let's mix the optional plus default. Let's see that I one as well. Mixing optional plus default parameters. Okay, let's see that. Something like const greet user maybe. I'll do name will be string. I'll do age will be number. uh, let's add default value to it, maybe 18. Yeah, okay, no worries. We have not added the function scope, so uh, let's add an optional country optional field. It will be of type string, and here we can do this. Now the let's add the void. Fine, the error is gone. And here you can do anything with this function, like I can do console dot log. Let's print all, just to show you that everything is working fine. Here I can do name, age, mm, age, and country. Now the country is optional, so as I told you, whenever there is optional parameter in the function, always check it. And how you can check over here? Well, you can check in the console log itself. That's JavaScript. It's super awesome. Okay, so here I can do country. If it is here, then do this for me from country. Fine. If it is not there, then keep it empty. I mean, this is just a general thing. If you are good with JavaScript, at least you know how to write JavaScript, you might know this what I have written. It's nothing fancy over here. So I can do greet user, and let me pass just toaster. Okay, or let's pass toaster code here maybe. So if I will uh, run this, here we have hello toaster code here, age 18 and empty, because there is no country. I have not passed any country, and country is an optional. Let's copy the same. Okay, and let's pass another thing. Maybe let me pass a number 25 age, and let's pass country as well. I'll do UK. Fine, and let's run it again. Here you see. So I called the function twice. That's why this is the issue. Okay, here I am passing just the toaster code here. Okay, and let me just remove this one over here, toaster. Okay, and let me run this again, so it will be like clear for you. Sorry, first TypeScript, then JavaScript. Here you see hello toaster code here, age 18, and there is no country provided in this one. Now here I have passed the name as toaster, hello toaster, age 25, and from UK. This is what we have written over here. So default must come after required parameter. Okay, this is just a nomenclature we follow. A default parameter, it should always come after required parameter, and optional parameters can come anywhere after required ones, but doesn't overdo it. Okay, so mixing optional and default parameters is like mixing coffee and energy drink. Possible, but if you go too far, you will regret it. Okay, never do that. I mean, from my personal experience, never mix coffee with energy drinks. Oh my god, that still haunts me. So, all right. So now our function can skip arguments, have backup default, and even be short and snappy with arrow syntax. But what happens when we want to pass a function into another function? That's where callbacks and some common JavaScript horror stories comes in. Hope you have watched my callback function episode from JavaScript. If you haven't, do check that out to understand callback function first, because that's very necessary. So in JavaScript, functions are values. You can store them in variables. This is called a function expression. And in TypeScript, we can give those variables a function type. Something like, let's say an example, callback function. Okay, I'll do maybe let add. uh, is add already function? No, it's not. Okay, a number, and I will pass b as number. All right, and I will it should return a number. What happens? Oh, okay, the error will be gone now. Add equals to function. Okay, we already have a add. Let me change it to add one. Add one. Fine. If I'll do over here add function, and here we can like pass it, because this is just a function expression. But now we can put it in a variable. uh, I mean function. We can do over here x number, uh, y number, and it should return a number. And here I can do return x plus y. And if you want to call this function, you can simply do this console.log. I'll do add 3 plus 3 comma 7, and this is fine. Basically here a and b number, this is a function type. Okay, we have already seen what type is in our previous video. This is how you write a function type. Okay, then you can later assign any function matching that type. You can create another function which can match the same, doesn't matter. Think of it like assigning your Netflix password. As long as it works the same way, TypeScript doesn't care who owns it. Okay, now why I am telling you this, because this is very important in case of callback. Basically callback is a function you pass as an argument to another function, like giving someone a post-it note saying that, hey, call me when you are done. In TypeScript, we make sure that callback has the right signature as well, because in JavaScript, callback is horrible. Okay, it's like a nightmare. So let's see this callback function over here. I can write a function, uh, maybe process user input or process input, and I will do callback. Here I can do input of type string. Fine, and it should return me a void. And here I can write maybe const name equals to toaster head, and I'll do callback, and I will pass name. Should be this. No, not that one. Yeah, fine. Callback. All right. No, not all right. This is just a function, but we have to pass this. Okay, and how we can do that? Let's see. Maybe I can do process input, and here I will do username of type string. I'll do const name. No, sorry, we have already done this. We can do console.log. I'll do maybe hello name, sorry, username. So what I did here, this callback parameter over here and return type, this must match the expected type. Okay, here this callback is of type string, so here the username is of type string. I cannot do this of type number. See, it gave me an error here. Argument of type username number void is not assignable to a parameter of type input string. Okay, so it should match. So the callback parameter and return type must match the expected type, and TypeScript will scream at you if you try to pass the wrong shape. Okay, So callback in JavaScript are like giving your number to a random guy in the club. If you don't set boundaries, you are going to get weird calls for sure, girls. Now in my previous video, when I was explaining you types, I told you that how you can use types in function. Okay, but I skipped that part because till then I have not taught you the functions. So let's see over here that function as types in interfaces. Can do function as types in interfaces. Okay, so we can also put functions inside an interface. This is super useful for defining API shapes, event handlers, or service contract like these things. Okay, let's see some example of it. Maybe I'll do first. Let's create an interface greeter. I don't know what I'm writing, but okay, I'll do name of type string, and it should return a void. Okay, this is an interface I created. Now let's use the interface. I'll do const maybe say hello, and I can do of type say hello will be of type greeter. Okay, it will be of take a name as string and an arrow function. Okay, and I'll do console.log. I'll do hello colon name. Yep. And if I will pass over, just say I'll do say hello. I'll pass maybe, let me pass my name. Okay, if I'll do this and I'll run this, it works super fine. Let me show you. Yeah, hello Priyanshu. So this I just so basically over here interfaces can describe callable shape. Okay, this is what I described over here, callable shape. It keeps your code consistent across different implementation. Like you can use this greeter anywhere, wherever you have to write a function which takes one argument as a string and returns nothing, like it will be a void. You can make it of type greeter everywhere. So basically, this is like saying that any employee in this role must be able to answer the phone. If they can't, they are not part of the interface. Now, there are few very important things which you should remember. Okay, like these are the very common mistakes I have seen people making in the TypeScript. That not typing function parameters. Always write the function parameter, type the function parameters. Okay, because if you're not write it, it basically defeats the TypeScript purpose. That's the purpose of the TypeScript, to manage every type, be it in argument, be it in parameter, be it in return type, and you are using any everywhere. That's the dark side. Don't use it. And forgetting to type callbacks whenever you are mentioning a callback, using a callback, always call that. Okay, I called my callback function. This is a sneaky runtime error, so I have already explained this in very detail in my JavaScript series. You can check that out. Okay. Then returning inconsistent type. If I have written something that okay, this will return a number, it should return a number, nothing other than number. Okay. So make sure that what your return type in the function is and what you are returning. So this is the TypeScript equivalent of texting your ex. It works, but you know it's going to end badly. Okay. So it's all in your hand. And that's a wrap on episode 5 function in TypeScript. We have covered TypeScript parameter and return values, optional and default parameters, arrow functions, function expressions, callbacks and functions as types. Okay. So functions are basically the heart of your application. And now yours have health insurance, a pension plan, and a strict boundaries as well. Okay, so next in episode 6, we are going to tackle enums because sometimes a set of named constant is cleaner than an ocean of magic strings, I can say. So, till then, this is Toaster Code. We type our function, roast bad codes, and keep any logged in the basement where it belongs. So see you in the next one. Peace out.